You didn't expect to see old Alpha here, did you? Well, word on the street is that you have a job interview. In just a few minutes, you are going to walk through that door and into the office of somebody that is going to potentially offer you a job. Now, your resume is looking sharp. You've done your homework. You went to school. You've had the experience. You've done your internship. And I know that you're looking smooth and you are polished to perfection aesthetically because you've watched the video and you know how to dress for the job interview. But we didn't cover some of the nonverbal, the essential nonverbal communications that you're going to do when you walk into that office. And I don't want anything standing in the way between you getting the job of your dreams and you hitting the door and the sidewalk looking for another job. So, today I thought we'd go over a few key nonverbal communications that you can pay attention to in order to better improve your chance of getting that job. Alright, first, you need to show up 15 minutes in advance with a hard copy of your resume in preferably some type of nice leather binder or carrying case. Now, the 15-minute rule. If you show up, if your interview's at noon and you show up at 11:55, you're late. I want you there 15 minutes ahead, but no sooner than 15 minutes in advance. If you show up a half an hour beforehand, you're going to look kind of desperate. So 15 minutes, that shows that you're punctual, that you respect their time, and that you are indeed eager to speak to them. All right, so you're there 15 minutes ahead of time with your hard copy of your resume in hand. You hit the door. You step into the office building or the workspace, and who do you meet? Typically, there's going to be a receptionist there. And this, my friends, is when you are going to start pouring on the charm. You're going to go up, introduce yourself, say how pleased you are to meet them, possibly shake their hand. You never know. But you're going to smile, you are not going to wink, and you are not going to call them doll face. But this is the first line of defense, basically. You've got to get through this person. You never know what kind of pull the secretary or this assistant has with the person that you're actually interviewing with. And if you come off as kind of rude or sort of flaky or just not really pay them much attention, that may be the difference between you getting and you not getting the job. So be very nice to everybody you meet in that office building, but especially the receptionist. So have a seat. Alright, so go over to have a seat and you may unbutton your jacket. Sit down. Don't take your jacket off. When you get ready to go in for the interview or you get escorted over, when you stand up, button your jacket again. Just the top button though. Come here. Let me smell your breath. Your breath better be fresh as a daffodil, my friends. I don't want you chewing gum, however, in the interview or when you walk into the building. Get rid of it before you get basically in the door. Also, you're going to be nervous, so drink some water leading up to the interview. And a dry mouth is a stinky mouth, but also you don't want to have to drink too much water so that you're like, the whole time you're thinking about, oh my God, I'm going to wet my panties. That's not a good thing either. So just have some water. Don't chug it, but make sure that you're nice and hydrated and your mouth is nice and lubricated. But your breath had better smell, fresh like a daffodil. Alright, so you're walking into the office. You walk in, you extend your hand, you look them in the eye, you smile, you introduce yourself, say hello, and a firm handshake. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Your handshake is crucial to your success. Not just in business, not just in getting a job, not just in dating, but in life in general. A weak handshake shows somebody who is poor in character or is a pushover. Nobody wants to be a pushover. A confident, secure, firm handshake without being overly aggressive is essential to you being professional and for you really putting together the best image that you possibly can. So you shake Mr. So-and-so's hand. Don't do the double shake. Nobody wants to be too close too soon. Don't pull them into you. Nice firm handshake. Nice to meet you, Mr. Smith. Thank you for seeing me, sir. Smile. Have a seat, unbutton your jacket, and get ready for the interview to start. Okay, now the interview is about to get started, and it is up to you to dazzle them. But some things to keep in mind. I want you to maintain eye contact. Everybody has spoken to somebody who refuses to basically lock eyes with somebody, and it's like they're floating around. That is the most annoying thing in the world. So, maintain eye contact, but not in like a creepy stare-down way. I want you just to be casual and maintain it. You may glance down or up or around or whatever, but when they're speaking to you, look them in the eye. Smile, nod, things to let them know and communicate to them that you are indeed paying attention and engaged in the process. It's also a very good idea and encouraged to have some questions in your mind prepared to ask them about the company, about the job, about whatever. It shows that you're not just like so desperate. Here's the thing. I know inside you're thinking to yourself, please God, I need this job or else I'm going to lose my house and my car and my dog's going to go. I know that's you inside, but outside, exterior, you're Mr. Cool, Mr. Smooth, Mr. Confident, and relaxed. Not so much relaxed that you're going to pick your nose and wipe it on his desk, but relaxed in the sense that you are not all nervous and sweaty and sweat and be nervous inside, outside. Calm, cool, and collected. But eye contact, engage them, nonverbal communication, saying, yes, I hear what you're saying. When the interview is over, I want you to smile, stand up, shake their hand, say, thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that I fit, whatever. You come up with that. But guys, nonverbal communication. I also don't want you spraying too much cologne on prior to going into the interview. I know that you want to be like, oh, I'm going to smell great and he's going to love the new Gucci. Well, chances are he will, but chances are he won't. And an overpowering cologne or an unpleasant fragrance that somebody is wearing has the ability to actually turn them off. So if you wear aftershave, that's fine, but deodorant, try to have as neutral as a scent as possible so that you don't give them anything to say, no, not the stinky guy. The guy who smells like Polo? Like for days? Like our office still freaking stinks from Polo? Yeah, that guy is not getting the job.